All right, welcome to topic 3. I love this topic because we look at the Constitution, which is one of my favorite things, and we look at how it was organized, the influences. We see how it corrected the deficiencies of the Articles of Confederation. When we declared our independence in 1776, which we're coming up on that anniversary, but when we declared our independence, we needed laws. We can't form a new country and then not have a country's laws. So we needed laws, and those were first the Articles of Confederation. The states were way too strong. The national government had to sort of depend on the goodwill of the states. And, things are hard. People are selfish. That did not work out. So then they come back together, and we have the Constitution, a stronger national government. And so many things in this topic. We also look at the Civil War amendments, the 13th, 14th, and 15th amendments. Those should have taken care of, sorry, I just moved my bench. Those should have taken care of the things so the 13th amendment ended slavery. That went into effect right away. That was good. The 14th amendment should have done for everyone what eventually, almost 100 years later, the Civil Rights Act did in 1964. The 15th Amendment should have done what 100 years later the Voting Rights Amendment or the Voting Rights Act did in 1965. There were these constitutional amendments that should have been put into practice, but they were circumvented. The Supreme Court circumvented the 14th Amendment with the Plessy versus Ferguson case. Then in the 40s, we start to see a Supreme Court who finally is implementing the law, interpreting the law the way it was intended, so that we have equal protection. We have equal voting rights. But it took almost 100 years for the Civil War amendments to finally be put into effect the way they were intended, so that we could move toward equality. It's a fabulous topic, a lot of important information, including the West, where I live, and where Grand Canyon is. Okay, so you have your first discussion due Wednesday, and that's the Federalists versus the Anti-Federalists. Take a position. The Federalists were the Alexander Hamiltons of the day, wanting a strong federal government. The Anti-Federalists were the Thomas Jeffersons of the day, the author of the Declaration of Independence, wanting stronger states. The second discussion due Friday is about civil rights and about the circumventing of the Civil War amendments and how we finally got things rolling correctly in the 1960s. You have a democracy assignment due Sunday. Look at those minimum word counts. If it says 100 words, have 100 words at least. If it says 50 words, have at least 50 words. If it says 200 words, meet those minimum word count thresholds, because when you don't, you're missing out on points and you're missing out on that knowledge so that you can fully answer the questions. You also have a quiz due Sunday, and participation goes all week long. Most of you are doing really well with that, but reach out to me if you have questions or if you need something reassigned. Let me know. Have a great week.